All right, let me show you guys this real quick. We're up on the top of a hill out here. I think we're about 700 feet up or so. This is, work my way down here. But this is a village out here. That's how it identifies out here in France. It's a small town. There's ruins. I think the town dates back about 600, 700 years or so. But this is kind of the top here. And it's funny because they have fireplaces here. Community fireplaces or cooking stoves that are much older than the United States, which is kind of crazy. So I'm gonna use about blackberries? Let's see. Are they done? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll try one. Okay, look at that. Blackberries, they grow wild here. These are safe to eat and everything's cool?
They're great.
Okay, all right, here we go. All right. Wow. Wow, blackberries. Delicious. Wow, there's a whole bunch of them. Jeez. So we're working our way back down. I have a couple more here. Like I said, this is a small village here. We got 2 churches. We got some retail, gas station, and people over the years have, modernized homes and added, power, telephone, internet, all that basic stuff. But the main structure of things stays and remains the same. You can take a look down there. So there's a church. I think that's a Protestant church. On the other side is a Catholic church. Those are the 2 competing organizations. Like they say all the time, when you have one attorney in a small town, not much happens. But when you have a second attorney come in, that's when the litigation and the things start to begin. So just walking here, getting back down, trying to be safe about all this. And what do you see? Oh, wow.
They've got garlics drying on the top over there. They've got wood drying for the winter.
Yeah, this is very cool. So they got stuff up here, storage. I don't want to be too intrusive. They got a kid there for the swing for the kids. And I think on top they had pigeons that they have caged up. And so that's a ruin right there. What's up, baby? Are we going back down this way? Okay, let me walk back down here. What do you see? Oh, okay. So they have a little amphitheater down here that's built in with seats.
And they have bamboo to protect it from the winds.
Yeah, bamboo to kind of shelter things. So they have all the basic things that they need. And like I said, this is a house. You can see that down here. Pretty much, just like if you're living in the country someplace in the United States, you don't throw a lot of stuff away. You keep things because you never know when you might need that piece of wood or that piece of plastic or that tire or that chair, and it can come in handy. So we're working our way back down here to the bottom. And this is part of a ruin that's left over from a castle. I think it said 600-700 years ago is when all this was here. So we're just working our way back down to the bottom. And you can kind of do an overlook here. So these are very historic buildings, but people have kind of modernized their surroundings a little bit to be able to be productive. And take a look at the walkway here. This might have been rock at some point, I'm not sure. Or maybe they made old school mortar, but it's what allows the water to run down here and not mess everything up. And that's a look down there, you can see. And then we'll walk over this way here, headed down. So you can see mail, they got AC, and the way things are kind of carved out. So like I said, I recommend you guys, when you get a chance to, get out in this world and travel. Your life depends on it, because you'll never know what you may and will see. And we're just out here on our honeymoon, kind of retracing the steps that Marilyn has lived when she grew up here in France. So you can see over there, people have their bicycle, little barbecue grill, little community gathering area. And then just check out how cool this is. Imagine if you lived here. And one of the things that people do is they don't have AC a lot, and then they will turn around and put their little shutters up to keep the heat out during the day, and they open the windows up all the way at nighttime. And you can see that they've modernized things and added them. But you've got things like historical doors. You know, some of these windows here may be fairly new. But just imagine if you lived in a place like this. We actually went up those stairs right there to get up to where we just were. Just working our way back down to the bottom. Like I said, when you get a chance to hit these streets, get your passport, and look at this beautiful hallway here. You know, it's a street, really. You can just walk down here between here to get to your neighbors. We came down this way earlier, but I want to show you guys real quick. And we're continuing to work our way down to the bottom. And people will just pull up on a Saturday or Sunday and to these little villages. They'll grab something to eat, sit outside, enjoy themselves, and then they will turn around. So these are some of the things here are a little bit more modern. This is kind of the more modern street. But, you know, you've got little steps here to help get down a little bit easier. And that's looking that way. This is kind of like would be the main boulevard. You have another throughway here that you can head down to and, you know, visit your neighbors, your friends. So like I said, this is the main drag here in the village. And a lot of times the term village, depending on where you are, I identify as a villager a lot of times by my basic behavior. But these people definitely take and see, there's a small store here. Homes, Femmes, Infinites. So that looks like they sell clothing, etc. This is kind of the way that we went up originally. We get up to the top, and there's the Protestant church. You can see. And there's a spot for some pizza and some beer. A lot of things are closed on Sunday, so good luck. This is a bistro here. You can see they're making barbecue back there. You can smell it if you had the magic of smell-o-vision. Boulangerie and pastries. And then this is the Catholic Church. So, you know, two warring factions, Protestant versus Catholic. Got to have at least one or the other. Then over there, there's a gas station. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Like I said, get out in this world and travel. Your life depends on it.